Oh, hi! Weekend twofer. Now, for people who are, I guess, for the Christian world, we're actually gearing up for Easter. So, for the people who are or Christians or who follow it or who follow the traditions or at least follow the holidays, advance Happy Easter. For this, for this, for this, I guess this episode or this for this twofer, for this weekend twofer, we're gonna be talking about a P-pop group. So what's P-pop? Again, it's Filipino pop. Actually, Filipino music is mostly known as OPM within the country, or original Filipino music. Honestly, I don't know what's artificial, but it's basically original Filipino music. But the P-pop term or the P-pop trend was actually, I guess, really popularized by or even started by SB19, and wherein we have put in SB19, we've put in Beanie there as the two vanguards for P-pop. But I'd also bring up a P-pop group that has really, I guess it's really starting to take off, and that's Kaia. Kaia is a five-member group signed under Sony Music Philippines. So, it's not a small company. Sony Music, one of the famous people under famous groups under Sony Music was I was Wolfgang during my time, which is a rock band, really good rock band by the way. So they're a five-member girl group. They used to be six, but they're currently five. And since my five member retention policy, so I can retain groups with five members. Anything after that, I forget. And I need help. So we have Charisse, we have Angela, Alexa, Sophia, and Charlotte. Actually, Charisse and Angela are twins. So they were officially debuted on 2022, but they have already released something by 2021. So with regards to their music, they're P-pop. So I would say that it's actually a lot. Now, okay, it's hard to put them. It's hard to say. It's really hard to compare them since we do have a standard at the moment already, which is Beanie, right? So I would say they're pretty similar in a sense that it is a girl group. They do harmonize well. In terms of their music, I would say this actually tells a lot more of a story. This also puts in, we also put in terms of they do total performance in a sense that they do sing and they do dance as well. Um, in terms of the choreography, I would say their choreographies might be a lot might look simpler than how Beanie does it, but they do dance well as well. But they do dance well. Now, currently they've just released around 10 days ago, yeah, around 10 days ago, it's around roughly 2 weeks, that they've released a new song called Tanga. In Filipino, Tanga could be called stupid. Yeah, they can call them stupid. But in the Philippine language, you can actually split stupid into two, tanga and bobo. Right? So, bobo is something like you totally don't know or totally ignorant of things. Well, not really ignorant. You totally don't know or it's like something lacking in your head. But tanga is something that you know that it's already pretty wrong, but you still continuously doing it. So, it was now I would say it's pretty catchy. It's pretty catchy. Though personally, looking at their other songs, I do like this song called Walang Biruan, or in English, Don't Stop Kidding, or Don't, yeah, basically Stop Kidding, or It's No Joke. I like it. I personally like it more, but I understand why Tanga is actually taking off because it's very catchy. The video in itself is very colorful. Basically, it almost looked like it's a one-shot take. It's a one-shot video. It's a video that basically the cameraman follows them around. The sets are nice. You can see that They really spent for the sets. Um, they're very beautiful as all, like they're very beautiful. They have a different vibe. They have a different vibe from the beanie. Why? Because I would say that Kaya has a bit of spice. Yes, they have a bit of spice. They do have those the colorful clothes. They do have that matchup, but they do have that spice. They do have that hint of spice. If let's say that beanie is something like a stronger twice, this might have like a sprinkling of Itzy in it. How did I find it out? Because they do have these. They did this live. They did this live band performance, which really showed their spicy side. It's very different from the songs that they from their recorded songs, and I love it. Um, it's funny because I was already looking at two of their members, Charisse and Charlotte, in TikTok. And apparently, when I was listening to Tanga, I thought, hey, it's basically them because next to their song there was the Kaya official one. So what's Kaya? And I checked it out, and it's Kaya. So basically, and aside from basically, I was already following them already. I was already following the group without really knowing that it's Kaya. So another thing also that I'm also going to be putting in, aside from the music video links of Tanga, I'll also include Walang Biruan and the live versions of You Did It and Walang Biruan. I'll also be putting the official page of Kaya because one thing that I love about this the Kaya official page and the YouTube official page, that it includes concept videos. So it's like very K-poppy in a sense that they do concept videos, they do skits, and it's very engaging, and you can see that there's passion in the group. There's a differentiation. You can't say that they're gonna be like a beanie or a G22. By the way, G22 is also is a girl group, really good as well. They're not the G22. They're not a beanie. They're not a G20. They're Kaya, and they have their own niche, and that niche is a bit of cutie spicy. Yeah, I would say it's a cutie spicy thing. So if we're gonna have G22, a bit more spicy, we have Kaya, and then there's Beanie. So it's just similar to K-pop. Basically, like you have a Twice, you have an ITZY, you have an N-Mix. Similar to that. Why am I thinking JYP? But then again, for some reason, it reminds me of JYP groups. But then again, check them out. Kaya's, I love Walang Biruan, but I know why Tanga is taking off because it's very catchy. The songs are very smooth. It sounds smooth to the ear. They don't have the strong. They don't use the strong voices but it's smooth. They do rap, and personally, if you're an older Filipino music lover, it will sound like a Filipino it would sound like a 90s, early 2000s Filipina girl group, because the songs would like tell a story. The video in itself, the Kaya video in itself is actually more like a throwback to the Beanie na type, wherein tells a story. It introduces people introduces the members to a storyline and gives them a character. Their visuals top notch. Personally, I really find Charlotte very pretty. But then Angela in the Tanga video all reminds me of a Momo. Her outfit and even the hairstyle reminds me of Momo, of Twice. So I join you guys to check it out. Links in the description. There other people are already starting to talk about them, and I would say Kaya's taking off.